right, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Athena, and I will be helping lead our structured portion of our service today. A little bit about Sanctuary Church for those who may not have joined us before. Sanctuary is a 508c1a faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experiences of our modern members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they are not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal, so now's a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we'll begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text. This is a typo. We have a new reading today, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. After that, we'll bring the official service to a close, and from there we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric and our community. We've allowed 90 minutes for this portion until noon, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. Again, welcome and thank you for joining our sanctuary community in celebration. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are a primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. I invite Courtney and Amy to lead us in our meditation this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here for this very special 100th service. We're going to do a little bit different meditation this morning. We're going to share a sound bath with you all for a handful of minutes. Amy and I had a very special deep dive sacrament service yesterday, and we started off with the help of the sound bowls, and that was a very wonderful and special tool for us to enter the mushroom space. So we want to share that with you all. So I invite you to get in a comfortable position if you're not in one already. And throughout this sound bath, I invite you to really allow the sounds to wash over you and pass them on to your loved ones and community as they pass through. So enjoy.
We're not hearing you.
Can't hear?
Nope. I don't think anyone can hear.
We heard your voice.
Hear my voice?
I think Courtney's Zoom is background out noise. This original sound for musicians. It was-
Courtney, try taking off the handheld mic and just switching over to the ambient mic.
Okay. Nothing? Nothing. No. Didn't work either. We tested this and everything.
There's an advanced sound setting that stops filtering out ambient noise, and we had to use it for chanting.
Oh. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me talking?
We can hear you talking.
Well, on this very special Sunday service, we're going to go with the flow as the mushroom teaches us to do so very well. And I had a lot of practice with that yesterday during my sacrament service. So check it out. Let's do this. Let's go back to our normal 5-minute meditation. I want to allow this space for you all to just get still and tune in with what's present for you, just what our intention was today. So I do invite you to close your eyes and just relax, settle in, make any adjustments in your body. Take a few intentional breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Really letting it all out as you exhale. Into your nose one last time. And out through your mouth. We'll take the next few minutes to simply notice what's present for us right here. Starting with our physical body. And taking note of any sensations that are present. Noticing the breath, our lungs assisting us to breathe. Heart helping pump life in and out of our body. And simply notice this experience of being right here in this body. And continuing to use your breath as an anchor into the moment. Breathing in when you feel called intentionally, and letting it all out when you feel called intentionally. And over the remaining couple of minutes, I invite you to expand out just a little bit into your energy body, just about a foot outside of your physical body. Becoming a little bit more aware of this space that we walk with and are with throughout the day. Again, using the breath as an anchor into the energy body, helping us notice what's present. Utilizing the awareness of our energy body, we can more easily feel the connection between us all. Our friends, our family, loved ones, everyone present on this special Sunday service this morning. I invite you to notice the energetic connection we all have between us. We'll be here for just a couple more moments. As we conclude the meditation and come back into the service space, I invite you to again take a few intentional breaths in through the nose and just letting it out through the mouth, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with this last breath, I invite you to experience gratitude for yourself for showing up today, for not only yourself, but your community here at Sanctuary and at large. Before you open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and your toes ever so gently. You might give a body stretch and really come back into the service space. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Courtney. Amy. All right. We would like to just take a moment to recognize those going through our subtle sacrament program or imbibing in a subtle sacrament this morning. And throughout the week, anyone who engages with the mushroom, send them gratitude for the work they're doing. And as we begin to go into our litany of gratitude, I invite you to unmute your mics if you'd like and join me when I say we live in all things live in us. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things. All things live in us. We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all things. All things live in us. We call to each other. We listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all things. All things live in us. We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in all things. All things live in us. We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live
We
in
live in all
all
things.
things. All
All
things
things
live in us. We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you would, please resume your mute. We'll begin moving into our first reading with the help of Susan.
This is a reading from When Things Fall Apart by Pema Chodron, Chapter 12, Learning. Learning how to be kind to ourselves, learning how to respect ourselves is important. The reason it's important is that fundamentally, when we look into our own hearts and begin to discover what is confused and what is brilliant, what is bitter and what is sweet, it isn't just ourselves that we're discovering the universe. When we discover the Buddha that we are, we realize that everything and everyone is Buddha. We discover that everything is awake and everyone is awake. Everything is equally precious and whole and good, and everyone is equally whole and precious and good. When we regard thoughts and emotions with humor and openness, that's how we perceive the universe. We're not just talking about our individual liberation, but how to help the community we live in, how to help our families, our country, the whole continent, not to mention the Earth and the galaxy, and as far as we want to go.
Thank you, Susan. We'll now take a few minutes to reflect on this reading. If you have your journal nearby, if you'd like to just keep it in your mind's eye, we have a journal prompt this morning. In what ways are you kind to yourself? How can we apply the perspective of openness to our interpersonal relationships, communities, and more? We'll come back together here in roughly 5 minutes, and I'm going to go back to the slide. Would you like to begin finishing up your thoughts? We'll start moving into our second reading. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. I invite Kevin to help us with our next reading.
Good morning. Tao Te Ching, chapter 19. Drop wisdom, abandon cleverness, and the people will be benefited 100-fold. Drop humanity, abandon justice, and the people will return to their natural affections. Drop shrewdness, abandon sharpness, and robbers and thieves will cease to be. These three are the crisscross of the Tao and are not sufficient in themselves, therefore they should be subordinated to a higher principle. See the simple, embrace the primal. Oh yeah. Diminish the self and curb the desires. Nice.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, we'll begin going into our closing out our service with some announcements. Amy.
Hello. So this Wednesday, April 5th, our practitioner, Amy Hyde, will be offering a meditation and Reiki sound bath from 6 to 8 at Clifton Unitarian. Dress in clothes you can move in and bring a yoga mat and blanket for optimal comfort. Please register for these events via the links in our events calendar, which you can find in your official member portal and on sanctuary.org. Also, we're excited to announce our new virtual workshops, led by members for members only. Some of the virtual workshops we have coming in April include April 4th, Meet Your Power Music Workshop with Bill. April 6th, Full Pink Moon Meditation with Courtney. April 9th, Posture Correction with John. April 24th, Acrylic Pour Intro with Laura. And April 25th, Book Club Reading Food of the Gods, facilitated by Susan. You can find all upcoming workshops in the members only virtual events calendar in your member portal and also posted in our private members Discord server. Thank you also to the 15 members and 8 ministers and clerics who have committed to our April camping retreat in Williamsburg, Kentucky. We're so grateful to be of service to our community and with the help of the mushroom, and look forward to more retreat opportunities to come. And with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Athena.
Thank you, Amy. Very excited for the in-person sound bath with Amy. Next level, and hope y'all can come. All right, fundraising, James.
Well, hi, everybody. What an amazing turnout today. I've seen some speculation as to whether with couples we've hit it or not. I think with 94 currently on, we definitely have hit 100 on the 100th service. So that's amazing. I just wanted to thank everybody. You know, we've been reaching out and asking people to get more involved, to offer their skills and their abilities to help the community grow. And I think from the list that we just heard of opportunities and possibilities here in the church, we're really seeing that happen. So I would congratulate yourselves, everybody, that this is exactly what this takes to become more and more robust of a community. But I think also I'd like to take a moment just to thank the core kind of the church here at Psanctuary, Eric, Courtney, Athena, and Amy, who have put so much of themselves on the line over the process of bringing everybody together. And taking huge risks for themselves in the process in just personal ways. You know, this has been vastly more than a full-time job for all of them, I know, for a very long time now. They can't say that because it feels awkward and weird, but it's worth recognizing how much work they've put in to bring us all together. And I'm so thrilled to now see people picking up that mantle and helping take this to the next level as we go from 100 to 1,000 or more, which I think will probably happen in this next year. So it's really kind of amazing to take that pause and to remember that, you know, just 6 months ago, the thought of having 100 people here might have been really hard to picture. So we've made incredible progress as a community. And just again, anybody who's here who hasn't joined yet, I think it's definitely an amazing group that's deeply supportive and very open to a worldview that you might feel a little lonely about otherwise. And if you are part of the community and you haven't stepped up to offer your voice or your skills or your passions in some way, the door is wide open. There is so much room for more people to do more things. And it will only help us reach and help more people as we go. So thank you all for being here. It's been incredible to watch you grow. And I can't wait to see what the next year brings.
Thanks, James. Thank you for everyone who's been a part of this community and helping us get it to where it is today. All right, membership, Stephen.
Hi, I'm filling in for Stephen today because
thank
he's
you,
driving.
Nancy.
He can't read and be behind the wheel. We have 8 new members this week. We're welcoming Terry from Missouri, Michael from Kentucky, Becca from Michigan, Deborah from Kentucky, Nick from Louisiana, Christina from Washington, Harry from California, and Nicole from Kentucky.
Yes, welcome everyone. We're so excited to have you here. And for those that aren't members yet, we do have a 5-step membership onboarding process. You can learn more about that on our website at info@sanctuary.org. We'd love to get to know you and have you be a part of our community here at Sanctuary. All right, I'll begin closing this out. We've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. Much love to you all today.